What's up everyone? So today's project is something that I've kind of been postponing for a while on the Lotus, but it's also something that's been aggravating me at the same time. So if you can see here, let me get that water off. Hopefully you can see that much better. The actual coating on this light, the driver's side, has actually started to peel off. And this portion here we actually did ourselves, so this whole chunk here, it's gradually started to come off, and obviously it looks like crap. The passenger side is completely normal. So I think that is actually a brand new headlight, and that is still the factory one. So it looks like crap, and it's been something I've wanted to fix forever. So a replacement headlight for the Lotus is $1,500. That's for one. So without damaging it, we're gonna try to wet sand it, get it down to its film, or original coating. We have the buffer, so we're gonna try to do that. Bring it back to life, and then I have some tint. I'm just gonna smoke them out so they'll look good. So that's the project for today. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't ruin the taillight because I really don't. Headlight. Hopefully we don't ruin the headlight because I really don't want to spend $1,500 on a new one. Alright, so we started with 1,000 grit sandpaper, and now we're doing 400 now. It seems to be working a lot faster at taking this film off than the 1,000. Has more grit to it, so it's definitely working. This film is coming off slowly but surely. A lot of elbow grease, but hopefully it works. So I'm gonna put you guys back here and we'll keep going.
Hard to say it's all the same to me. Oh darling, it's all.
Oh, the things you do to an exotic sports car that can only get parts out of the US.
Oh, we're staring at the same old stars. Both have beating hearts inside our chest. Whatever you do.
So what do you think, it's been like 10 minutes? 10 or 15 minutes? So, update for you guys. We still have a little bit here and a little bit around this edge, but everything else, even though it looks hazy, we still have to buff it out. It's going a lot better than planned, which is awesome.
It's all 400 grit, so.
Yeah, 400 grit sandpaper worked way better than the 1,000.
Yeah, after this we'll use 1,000 to polish it a little bit better.
Yep, and then it's onto the buffer. So now we have just finished, well, I guess part one of the sanding. We're gonna go ahead and start taping up all around the light. That way we can start buffing.
And then a little more sanding around some of the edges.
Yep.
Yeah.
So kind of part one of each. Now onto tape. So now it's time to start using the buffer. We have the whole light taped up. So as Bri finishes up here, we have now polished once, and then we went back and resanded all of the edges, all the corners that we didn't really get as well with the 400, and now we're going to take our finest, the 2500. We're gonna go over the whole light again, then we're gonna polish it again, repeat and see how it looks, and repeat and see how it looks until it looks really good. We had to pull the car in, it's starting to rain. So this is actually 2 passes of the polisher. We're about to go round 3. Look at how clear that is. You can pretty much, so this is like really, really clear. And this has a little bit more polishing, but dang, it looks,
angle, you can still see some haze.
yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. And
Compared to what it was as you saw earlier.
car, look at your car.
I know, looks like I got bird poop all over my car, but that's just, it'll come off. But yeah, round 3 on the buffer, and we're getting there. So we are all finished up with part 1, you would say. And it's moving on, we're moving on to the tint now. So you can see this is the perfect headlight, and again the one that we fixed. Honestly, it looks pretty darn good. Pretty much perfect. So now it's time to tint them so they look a little bit, so they match a little bit better.
It brings a tear to my eyes. To my
So now the car is complete. We'll take a look at the good headlight. The tint looks very nice on that. And now I have a matching set. So on this one, we're gonna go over the steps again on how we did it. And Brian will explain step by step here a little bit into what we did.
So obviously it was all peeling. Whatever clear coat was on these headlights was obviously flaking off and looked like crap. So we sanded everything smooth down to the actual plastic, polished it, sanded it, polished it until we got it as smooth as we could get. There were a few surface scratches in it, but with the polishing it wasn't too bad. And then with the vinyl, we did the wet application as you saw, spraying the whole headlight and both sides of the vinyl. And then as we laid it down, we started it touching in the center, and we slowly laid it down so there was no big bubbles in it. And then using the good squeegee from the center, just working our way out, squeegeeing it. And then we used the heat gun again, heated it up a little bit, squeegeed it again. We made our cut around the entire edge, cutting it a little bit closer towards these corners just because it's really hard to wrap around. And then once we cut all the excess off, we heated it again and then squeegeed it again and just really took our time with all the corners. And now it's basically just going to dry out as it's done. And now at least both headlights are tinted, they match, no haziness, fogginess, peeliness. It's just a nice matching set of headlights and did not cost $1,500.
Yeah, I saved $1,500 by spending $30 total. I got a 5-foot roll of the tint, which was 20 bucks, and then the sandpaper was another $10. So that's how you restore a $1,500 headlight. Took about 4 hours. It was definitely worth it. And now I have peace of mind that my headlights match. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos to come. We'll see you all next video. 1% of battery left.